make it so controversial when we bring both science and religion together. Most of the time when students are told something, they believe it. As time passes, students still have the same information as they were told. Then they pass this information to a future generation. As this info travels from generation to generation, things are remembered differently and eventually get changed. If one simple, small thing gets changed, everything becomes one huge law. You can't teach two different subjects at the same time in the same classroom. You can only do one thing or another, not both. As Brittany had said earlier, failing to teach evolution will leave students wondering to look up the info themselves. Without teaching, it would ignore an important part of history. Also, many will need to have some type of level of scientific literacy needed to prepare for college and STEM careers. Although there is no proven evidence, scientists still have a way to prove this theory. Over 95% of scientists believe in this theory of evolution. Scientists use fossils from different species to see how a species adapts over a period of million years. Also, biologists study the organisms to identify how long ago a certain species lived. Parents often like to raise their children a different way. Many wouldn't want their child exposed to this type of information. We should help teach the important part of science without trying to interfere with a certain belief or religion. With the right curriculum, students, teachers, and parents will have the right information taught without offending any religious beliefs.
Okay.
Evolution is not a fact or a theory, but a belief. Some people believe that humans evolved from chimpanzees. It has not been scientifically proven that humans emerged from that group of animals. Scientists assume that we came from chimpanzees because the DNA between the two is 98% identical. If evolution is a belief, how can you teach creationism and intelligent design alongside evolution? Creationism and intelligent design should not be taught alongside evolution in public schools. The theory of evolution is more widely accepted, as well as the creation of man by a religious deity in society. Injecting two alternative, unproven theories regarding the evolution of the human race would cause more confusion among the students of today. My opponent stated that we should teach alternative theories in school to other students. The First Amendment to the Constitution grants us the freedom to practice religion. As we all know, we cannot teach religion in public schools. My proposition on this is because we have such a diverse group of students in our classrooms. We have Chinese, African American, Caucasian, and Hispanic, etc. Some of these ethnic groups do not believe God created the earth. Creationism is very hard to believe since it has not been proven. Intelligent design is anything except for science. It is actually a label on creationism, which is a religious belief, not science. The First Amendment states that teaching religion is not allowed in school. So if most schools are not allowed to teach religious beliefs as a subject, why should we teach it in schools? Intelligent design and creationism would be subjects to themselves. All other subjects like math, ELA, and social studies are fact-based. Theory of evolution belongs in science class. Science also has three main rules. One, it must be testable. You cannot test or measure God because we are not sure He exists and have no way of testing something that is based purely on faith. Number two, it must be based on natural laws. You cannot explain God with natural laws because the idea of magic, a mortal being, is, as defined by natural laws, impossible. And number three, it must be subject to change. If we found definite evidence proving some or all of intelligent design wrong, would its proponents change it to fit this new evidence? No, because to them, their beliefs in God are the final authority on matter. Based on these rules, creationism cannot in any way be considered science. Evolution does not propose origins of life. Evolution does not seek to answer the question of how the first multicellular organisms appeared. It describes how they evolved once they formed, not how they formed in the first place. The theory of evolution is not about how life first appeared, but rather is about how successive generations of organisms change over time.